Welcome to Cranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise, and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Cranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always wins. Come on, let's get into it. Buenos noches, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Let me see whoever is out there in YouTube land. Let me know who you are before I get started. Bless up Ricardo Baggio. Yeah, Ricardo Baggio was a big-time footballer, I know. Baggio played for Italy. Missed penalty, 94 World Cup. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. This is going to be a short show. I didn't plan to do a show this evening, but I got a call to do a show, so I decided to do a quick thing. You can see it rushed. There was no plans. I got a call about almost 6 o'clock. So what time now? 8:30, 8:15, whatever the time is. But it's always good to come talk, have a conversation, get your perspective, provide my perspective. Mr. Langsley Blake. Hey, Langsley Blake, pastor. I didn't put up a thumbnail today because I want to put it up tomorrow morning. I don't want to get people to overlook it. So I'm going to put it up tomorrow morning, people. A thumbnail. Mr. Langsley Blake and I will be having a discussion on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. this Saturday, August 30th. We're going to talk about the God question. We're going to start run because I was watching track and field today. And me or one of the youth who win the NCAA championship, I talked about every other word he mentioned, God. God is God. And then I heard listen to Eze and he said the same thing. And I find it really interesting that God seems to be any and everywhere. So we want to have a dialogue about that because I noticed that when I mentioned that, people sort of shy away. They don't want to have the conversation. They feel very uncomfortable. And I've always said, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's the only way I live my life. If something's uncomfortable, I'm going to run towards it because I have to be able to conquer it or at least be able to manage it or understand why it makes me uncomfortable. Whether it's whether it's relationship, whether it's people, whether it's resources, whatever it is, I got to get comfortable with it. And if you come in, there's a request for you to hit the like button. So please do so. Don't ignore it. So the thumbnail I drop may not be what I talk about most tonight, frankly. You know me, I always have enough things to talk about. But I dropped that thumbnail for a reason. In terms of something which we've talked about ad nauseum, which I thought had gone away by now, but which rear its ugly head ever so often. And I want to help to sort of put it to rest. And it's not to create confrontation. It's not to cast aspersion on anyone. It's basically to say we need to grow up. Seriously, we need to grow up. So hopefully I can provide my perspective on that. Some housekeeping items. First of all, I'm not getting enough support from my community. As written to my website, it is ssnnlive.com. I think I have some very good articles on there if I say so myself. And I think I would love to have your support. I don't know why nowadays people, I must have something turned on my computer because everything I say gets recorded. So maybe I got to go into my preferences and change something because this is ridiculous. I can't say a word and now I can't even type anything. So it gets, see, it's recording it everywhere. So I have something on that I shouldn't have on, which is not good. And I know I had it on. I thought I'd turn it off, but apparently I didn't. because everywhere I talk, it gets recorded and it's showing up someplace. Let me change this. But SS, it's still doing it. Damn. I gotta figure this out. I thought I turned it off. ssnnlive.com is the website. Please go to the website. Please sign up. I was gonna put together a newsletter, but I won't do it until I get enough people, actually. So please go to the website and sign up. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. And it's everywhere, people. It's not only on my Word, right now it's doing it on my it's doing it on the chat. It's crazy. I don't know what I did, but after I turned something on. Let me see if I have something on my I gotta have something on with speaker someplace and I can't find it. I gotta find it because this is ridiculous. I think I may have. Well, no, that's not it. I gotta find it because this is getting out of control. I want to drop SSN live in the chat and I can't because everything I say gets recorded. Anyway, let me keep going. This is just annoying the hell out of me. The last time I was on, I was getting a feedback echo for the whole evening. Really bad, me and Marlon getting it, but you guys weren't hearing it. And now I'm getting this whole thing writing out. Like maybe when I'm writing this thing I'm supposed to be writing, it'd be a good thing, but right now it's not good. But anyway, please go to ssnnlive.com and sign up. And please go to my Balanced Views channel, actually, BALANCD and space VIEWS. And I noticed that my balanced view in the last 3 weeks has grown from 200 to 500 because I just dropped I dropped one of my track and field video on there. And they gave me great support on that channel. So I may have to revisit who gets time, Great support, even more than I get on this channel. I think I got like 6,000 views on there, which one of my better numbers. So these numbers need to change. Yes, Ricardo, the background is, I try to make sure I'm optically pleasing is what I call it. I'm trying to be optically pleasing. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. That's causing me to record everything on my screen. Maybe one of you guys can look it up for me while you're there, since I can't. I can't do 10 things at once. That's what I'm doing. Why everything's getting recorded? Because in my comment section where I can comment, everything I say gets recorded in there. And hopefully it runs out of characters. Actually, this is ridiculous. You know what? Let me get out of it and see what happens. Anyway, so what am I going to talk about this evening? A few things. Saturday, 3:30 p.m. we're going to talk about the God question. You guys have to come join. It'll be a good conversation, and don't be afraid to do so. I'm also dropping a video tomorrow. I was working on it this evening. Then I got the question to come do the show on the new immigration requirement that came out August 19th. For those people who may not be permanent residents, going to try to achieve that status through marriage. I'm going to drop a video on that. Some of the things that you got to think about as you go through the process. It's very important. I'm going to do a video for that and drop it tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe by tomorrow evening, actually. Hopefully I can do that. So that's important. I'll drop it on both Balanced View and on this channel. Fifth item. I have a question for you guys. Do you think a JPL team could beat Manchester United? I'm just curious. And I'm not being facetious, actually. I'm serious. I want you guys to say yes or no in the chat. Do you think a JPL team could beat Manchester United? Just hit yes or no in the chat. I'm just curious. I have a reason for asking that question. Do anybody in the chat believe that a JPL team, whether Mount Pleasant, Cavalier, Arnett Gardens, Tivoli, now let's start the top team. Mobay, Arnett Gardens, I want to say Tivoli, Cavalier. Logic says no. Ricardo says hell no. Sanjay Brooks, good evening. Thanks for being here. So I'm getting no. And here's my reason for asking that question. So I was having a conversation. Speed can beat Manchester. Is Speed or Cavalier? Which one, D. Lorenzo? Sanjay said something I don't know. Okay. Could they be the team that played Grimsby yesterday? That's the question. Because to be honest, people, everyone is beating up Manchester United. I was impressed with Grimsby. Everybody's saying Manchester United was horrible, blah, blah, blah. They had almost 70% possession, but I was impressed with Grimsby as a League Two team. Here's the reason for asking people, because you guys think, I'm asking the question, you guys like, where Cranky going with this? So I was talking to somebody who's well-renowned in Jamaica, and they believe the JPL is at League Two level, right? So League Two in England, which is where Grimsby Town play, 4th tier down in English football, is at the JPL is at that level, right? Because that's what Grimsby Town did yesterday. They beat Man U and they were up 2-0. You can blame Anana all they want. They lost on penalties, so they beat them, right? Big upset. But I was impressed with the Grimsby team. Very impressed. And in fact, they should have won the game outright because that offside they called wasn't the offside. Maguire's the one who played the ball. He wasn't offside. And it was a really good goal. That was not Anana's fault, right? The second goal was a handball that they scored. So they didn't have VAR, so I guess it may be even out. But because I did watch the game, people, half of you haven't hit the like button. Please do so. I was busy today and I got a call to do this at 6 o'clock. So if I can take time out of my day and stop everything I'm doing, which I was really into, to do this, you can just hit the like button. Jesus. You know what, people? I'll be honest. That's why I do balance view and the track and field, because football people, not the ones who support me, when I come in and chat and want the like button, and it annoys the hell out of me. Let me just say that. Annoys the hell out of me. Because the only way to get video get promoted is if you hit the like button. So if you don't want to hit it, keep your like to yourself. Me track and field people, especially the ladies, I can tell you, I'm very encouraged by those of you who come to my Balance View channel, especially the ladies. I'm very encouraged, and I go where I'm wanted. That's all I'm gonna say. I go where I'm wanted. Sanjay says there'll be games like those that come in World Cup where the bigger team will sluggish in this. I don't think they underestimated Grimsby Town. I just think the weather condition wasn't great. Grimsby came out really well, and Nada made the first goal was disputable, but he probably should have used his leg to save it. Second one, which is a bad decision, but Grimsby played well. They played well for a team in the 4th division. They played well. Here's what people don't understand in England, and people can understand this because there's only 25% of players in the Premier League are English, right? You go back to the 70s and 80s. That number was probably 90-something%, right? So if you have 25% who's English, when that league division was 90-something%, that's 75% or 70%, say 5 or 10% difference. They got to play in the lower leagues because most English players are not going overseas to play. Very few of them, like Billingham, goes to like a dormant to play. So in essence, they're going to be very good players down the totem pole in the Championship, League One, League Two, and even the National League, because at the top, it's mainly foreign players who are in the league. So people don't seem to disrespect, and that country has a lot of resources, especially from the Premier League, to invest in academies. People don't seem to really understand that it's very competitive in that environment. And you would have teams further down like a Grimsby Town who play decent football. It's only because the Big Six have so much money why they maintain their position. Because the PSR rules and the FFP rules are unfair. Very unfair. Allows the rich to stay rich. Because if it wasn't, Man U probably relegated by now. Anyway, I'm going to move on from Grimsby Town, but I thought that was I watched the game, and I thought Man U was going to come back. I thought Man U was going to come back and probably win the game, and they came back and drew, but missed their penalties. So I had a conversation with somebody this afternoon, and they point me to a video. Yeah, Jay, I know Kante. Kante was in the French league. Mara's in the French league, lower division. You have Vardy. You have Inter Pinnock. They came up the hard way, right? They didn't come through the normal academy system, and they came to the hard way. So, yeah. Sanjay said, the real question is, Jamaica be up for winning those kind of games to qualify for the next round? We're going to find out, aren't we? By the way, people, tomorrow, so 2 things I'm going to talk about this evening. One is the diaspora local thing, which doesn't go to bed, never goes to bed, always here. And then secondly, just touch upon tomorrow's Reggae Boyz supposedly announcement of the squad for World Cup qualifier. They gave us 44, 45 people, whatever the number was. I don't know why they just threw them out there. Yeah, Conrad said Antonio too. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was he at National League? Not sure he was, but he was coming through the ranks also. So somebody brought to my attention today a video that dropped. I don't like to talk about my other YouTubers. I really want to stay away from that, but I had to. Drop about some kid in the national team should not be in the team and blah, blah, blah. And no, I think the press conference, you have to be there in person, Sanjay. I think you have to be there in person, and I'm not in Jamaica, so. But I would love somebody to ask a question as to why the baller isn't there. And by the way, people, on that subject about the baller, you know what? I should shut up about that. I'm gonna leave that alone. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. That's all I'll say. PSR rules are fair, far better than oil companies spending balance bit of money. No, it's unfair in the context of if you're Aston Villa, for example, where your owners are billionaires. If you are Newcastle, where your owners are billionaires and they can't spend their money because it didn't come from revenue generated from the team, that's nonsense. Everybody invests in their business. Anybody who owns a business, they invest in it. They put their own money first and try to make money. What they should do is say, look, when you first come in, you have a year to loan the company money, for example, and get interest at market rate. So you can loan the company $300 million, for example. You got to show that you have the net worth to do so, the assets to do so, the liquid assets to do so, and then you can do it. But then you can't put any afterwards. You got to build up your commercial activities, your revenue generation stream. You can't tell people they can't spend their own money in their business. A joke. While the big six have their already established, they generate million. We generated $700 million last year. £700 million, which dollars? Right? That's why we can spend so much, $300 million this year. So if you can maintain your wages good, which is 70% of the number. So if you made $700 million and your wages is less than $490 million, you're good. You're good. So I don't think that should be the case. That shouldn't be the case. I think the rich keeps getting rich and richer and stay there. And that's why the lower life teams can never move up because they can't spend money. Even when their owners are rich, they can't spend their money. But anyway, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. I just think it's unfair. The objective, supposed objective was to prevent teams from going to administration, from going bankrupt, as they have with some of their teams in the lower division. So, protect people from themselves. They don't have them overspend. But it has the opposite effect. The effect it had is it keeps certain people in position, like Man U, and it prevents certain other teams, like a Villa and Newcastle, whose owners are richer than God. Well, not richer than God. Well, whose owners are very rich, from making progress. Right? What are you talking about, Sanjay? Anyway, so let's go back to the question, actually. So someone mentioned to me about the video, and it was about Kadamarti and he shouldn't play and blah, blah, blah. So I watched the video, and I'll say this, which is, oh yeah, no, they have it sometime. Actually, they have the press conference in person sometimes. That's my understanding. I haven't checked out, but that's my understanding. They have it. I think they have it. Where they have it, they don't have Wi-Fi supposedly. But I thought they only don't have Wi-Fi at the stadium. I don't know. Supposedly they don't have Wi-Fi. I don't know. Whatever it is, they're not. We can't call in because I would only have one question. I only have one question. But my question gonna be phrased in a way in which they can't hide. So I will only have one question because I would have joined and asked a question. But what was I talking about? Because I'm losing track of what I'm talking. Oh, the video. I thought, look, everybody have their perspective. You're fine to say what you think and what you feel. But the hypocrisy that we exhibit as it relates to diaspora versus local is gotten to a point where it's chronic. It's chronic, and it's done by not only one or two. It's mainly done by local YouTubers in Jamaica. Some I call them out. I don't really care. I do what I do. It's mainly done by local YouTubers in Jamaica. Not all of them, but a number of them. Even ones you'll be shocked who say something sometimes, you have to laugh. And they're probably part of certain organization. And I listen to them and I'm like, I'm listening with my brain, and I'm like, really? You're saying that? Really? Really? You're really saying that? When you part off the whole, you know what? That's not okay. That's not okay. So here's my view on that. We can't. I don't like when people are hypocrites. I think we all have some kind of hypocrisy in us, but it needs to be managed. And some hypocrisy are just running wild. So what do I mean? So when you look at it, the local players have much more opportunities if they're good enough to be national team than overseas diaspora players. Not debatable. They get more chances than overseas diaspora players. Everybody think, oh, the overseas players get more chance because they play in some league. The local players get more opportunities than the diaspora players. You go look at the junior. Let's start with the junior teams first. It's not even close. And when we go get 15 love, everybody then shut up and go hide and I'll come out and say nothing. There were 14 players with their, I'll keep saying this to people. I'm going to keep beating the drum now. With their passport ready to play for Jamaica and we don't play none of them. So if there are kids who are born in a foreign country and you don't play them because they're born in a foreign country and they're better than who you have, and then when they decide when they get older to go play for the foreign country, support their country of birth, not foreign country, and you're whining like little, you know what? What can we say? What can we say? It's not a good look. You're whining about them playing Hayden want to play for England until he can't walk anymore and everybody lose their mind. He's born in England. Why you go lose your mind when Hibbert and what's all those and Stoner and all them go Turkey? Go lose your mind now. You know what we hear? Envy them man in a star, the money talk. You have to take care of your family. We all agree with that. But then you be a hypocrite to the highest degree. They're not even affiliated with Turkey. They don't have nothing to do with Turkey. They probably not even eat turkey. Most Americans eat turkey. And them gone to Turkey. For the money, for leaving the country, will give them a chance. I don't know, have nothing to say. Most of them don't support them. And the kids who born in a country where they grew up aspiring to play for that country, when they come play for you, will lose your mind. Stop the hypocrisy. You're being unfair. Stop the double standard, the hypocrisy. Stop the nonsense. You're being unfair. And if they ever had the audacity to disregard you and go play for England, like Kadamari did for a little bit, when Hogginson told him, I was told this, that they're bringing the experience, but now I'm playing you. And they can get a chance to go play for England. And if he decides to go play for England because Jamaica called him same time, it's his decision to make. He had two choices. So now he's changing mind. When players, do anybody remember West Hardin? We can name a lot of players, Jamaica called him for one time, not ever call him again. Do you guys mourn and complain and whine like little bees about that? Do you do that? Do you whine and complain when certain players get called one time, not ever get called back, even though they have a good game? Or some players don't get called at all? When Busy, I can get called. I know Busy's like, if I call up Busy. I'm Busy, I play USL now. I know Busy does really well. But Busy didn't deserve to be in that team in the midfield. And he got called. Did you guys complain and whine? Or you say, give you a chance? There are other midfielders who were better, who should have been called. But you guys didn't whine and complain and carry on. At least the ones in Jamaica didn't. I didn't hear any YouTubers in Jamaica complain and whining. You guys need to stop the nonsense. It's very upsetting. It's disturbing. I don't like unfairness, people. I don't like hypocrisy. I don't like unfairness. I don't like people who are unfair. That's why I can't stand Trump. I don't like people who are unfair. I don't like people who do things just to satisfy themselves and themselves feel good. I don't like people who in instances are talking about, well, the diaspora, this and diaspora, that. Diaspora feed a lot of you. Stop hating. Stop hating. Stop hating. Support. Diaspora ain't hating on you. Why are you hating? Everything you talk about, the diaspora don't want a local place in the team. Most people I talk to who push for certain players in the team cannot identify players in Jamaica with the same ability to be in the team. And here's the thing, people. Here's what's funny. Aren't we playing in the Caribbean Championship now? How well is Cavaliers doing? How well are all the teams doing? Are they dominating? Are they winning all their games easily in a region which doesn't produce good football anymore? When Cavaliers play against the teams in the US, in the CONCACAF Championship, do they ever score a goal? That even one goal? Forget about winning. Did they ever score one goal? Are they the best team in Jamaica? This is not to denigrate Jamaica and Jamaica's football. We wanted to do well. We hope people can invest in the football and do well. But come on, people, be fair. Try to be fair. Try to be fair. People gonna beat Kadamarti. The kid is, hey, people. I was told how Kadamarti got his papers. If it was me, I wouldn't have gone through that process. Let me repeat this. I was told how he got his passport. If that was me, I would not go through that process. I'm telling you that now. My process was much easier. I wouldn't go through the process. He spent a lot of money and time and effort to get his papers, which means if you put in all that effort that he put in, that he wanted to play for Jamaica. Apparently, it didn't work out with Grimsby and other things, and England called him. Get over yourself. Go hate on somebody else, people. Not tell you, go hate on somebody else. This hating thing gotta stop. This whole diaspora against local gotta stop. Black people are too disenfranchised, fight each other too much instead of supporting each other. All people do are fight each other. It's not worth the effort. It's not okay. It's ridiculous. Let me give you some example of the hypocrisy. Whisper was called to the national team, and Whisper going party instead. Now go back to history, people. Hutchins came to Jamaica and play a game and him get boo. And then also when him play at Jamaica, they ask him about Whisper versus about theme game. We don't talk about it. Right? There are players who've been treated horrible. Ravel, West Harding, a lot of players in that sport have been treated horrible. When they them come out and cost, it's JFF. When they come out and cost Jamaica. When you don't say Dylan Bill never play in a national team ever again. Most of them you don't say no, who come from Jamaica, who live at Jamaica. After them, this the country. If a diaspora played that, you know, never see the national team ever again. Same people that will come out beat Kadamari would have beat them to pulp. But they're very forgiving of those who are born in Jamaica. They have a boss of youth, and you'd have the same mind because JFF is not doing well. So these, but when some of the girls go with some of them nonsense, I'm gonna say it's okay to do. I didn't agree with it, even though JFF thinks I'm gonna like JFF. I was the one who says it's not okay. One of the few ones who say it's not okay. What some of the girls are doing is nonsense. Some of the things they say is nonsense. It's not true. And I get a lot of grief during that process. But you know what? I always believe in truth and justice. So I stand on the ground. Also, JFF lack professionalism a lot of times. So why would diaspora player want to come play when Alamira bad news? When they make some people now play in fear at them now play this or then put money in and I get by the money. Some young players will just be like, I don't want to be in that environment. I like the special treatment I get from if I play for England. I don't hear a diaspora player say Jamaica can't do nothing for them. Why don't I beat them? And even Hayden, the treatment Hayden has gotten. Someone who say Hayden shouldn't play for Jamaica, I know. Because the man say he would him go strike play for England until him leg them drop off. Or did him reach 100. Huh? Yeah, I would even mention DJ, who is now in Turkey and not getting a game. So we have the kid who's when Kadamarti is gonna be part of the squad, and we have people that come out in a public forum who have influence, who have access, who have a portfolio, and who has a large audience as part of their portfolio who listed them, actually come out being irresponsible and making those comments. It's irresponsible. Sorry, it's irresponsible. About a what, 19, 20-year-old? It's irresponsible. Then you're influencing people's behavior and their perception. And then some of the people them in the chat, they like to run with that. There are a couple of people I know who I've engaged with, who are banned basically, who are just the most despicable people on God's earth. Like they're despicable. I'm now withholding tongue. I keep telling people this. And they're calling my name in other forum, but come up on my forum, come call my name. Because when I go low, I not like Democrats, I not turn no other cheek. I have no cheek to turn. Me treat them precious. They not turn go nowhere. So if you go low, I'm gonna go much lower. And if you're from my previous company, some of you who I spoke to today, if you're watching the channel, please turn it off because this is not the corporate me. This is the real me. So never watch me. If I spoke to you today and we had a conversation, I did tell you go to my website, don't come to my channel. That's all I'll say about that. But no, the fact of the matter is, people, it's very upsetting and very disturbing that we keep having this narrative. It keeps coming up. Why would anybody in their right mind? What are you trying to prove? There's a lot to talk about instead of talking about that subject. I mean, we'll get backlash for this, but I don't really care, But Brad, I don't really care. I don't think it's okay. It's not okay. And I heard somebody said the other day, I was watching somebody else's channel, not that person, and they were saying something about, oh, some people do this about Jamaica and they diss Jamaica and they do this. Nobody ain't dissing nobody. People making choices in life. Just like you think those athletes should go to Turkey and get their $500,000 and 20,000 a month, whatever they're getting, those kids gonna make a choice about who they should play for. That's their prerogative. Get over it. Live with it. And frankly, people, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you have two jobs, two countries pursuing you, or two companies you can work for. One, you have all the amenities, everything nice. It's much more better profile. It's well known. You travel first class. And one, but you know what? You know if you go to your destination, your luggage may not reach there. Who you play for? Who you play for? Let's be honest, people. Let's be honest. Huh? Who you play for? You choose, just like the athletes choose Turkey, because Jamaica can't pay them. What kind of money there? That's human beings. That's how we operate. And if you're born in a country, so here's a question for you people. You see people who are criticized Kadamarti. If Kadamarti decided to choose Jamaica, which he seems to have been doing, over, say, the UK, for example, should the people in England think about him as a traitor? Shouldn't they think about him as a traitor? Because him born there and him now respect the country and play for somebody else who want him. Should they think about him as a traitor? Isn't he a traitor? If a Jamaican person, can you imagine this? So busy Atkinson, you know me, I call busy, So said Damian Lowe, mother was Panamanian, and him father Jamaican, him born at Jamaica, and he can't play for Panama, and him grew up and play all in football at Jamaica, and Jamaica nurture him in their Mount Pleasant, give him all the amenities, and he decides to play with Panama. What do do? When I lose in the mind, say in this Jamaica, and if you go away, as I like say, that's all you were doing now. When I beat him to death, and yet when the opposite occur, you take it personal. You go like you're so special. You're not special. You're not special. You're not that special. You know you think you're special, but you're not that special. Me only the subject now. Me beat the subject to death, but me not that special. You're not special. Emin says, if some of the local players had the option to play for someone else, they would take up the option. Of course, I'm sure if the money is right, I'm sure they would. Hey, I hear you, Nitro. Oh, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this video though, but I just want to bun out the whole idea of diaspora versus local. I'm just tired. I'm tired. The conversation needs to stop. So you know what? Me, I'll bun it from now on. If that, me just drop a video and bun it out. We need to stop that. We need to stop that. We are one people. We are one Jamaicans. No matter where you're born, we're like the Israelis. We have our own country. We're not taking nobody's country. I'll get slack for that. Yeah, we need to stop that. We need to stop that. I still have Sterling as a trader. Sterling, did I hear that Sterling tried to play with Jamaica and we didn't allow him to play? Yeah, I think Sterling may be a unique case though. I think it was my understanding he came to try to play for Jamaica and we didn't take him. All right. And I have kids right now, a couple of kids who I had discussion with their parents a month ago who trying to get Jamaica passport. It's 2 years and running. Still can't get no passport. They want to play for Jamaica under 20. By the time they get them passport, they've up them past 20. And they started when they were 15. Now they're like 17, 8, they're 18. Can't get no passport. No, they want to play for Jamaica under 20. I think they were like 15, 16. So now they're almost 18, 19. They ain't getting no passport. And the parents are being so perturbed about the whole thing. But we're not being fair people. We in life, we should always try to be fair. All right? In life, we should. That's what I heard too. Also, DJ gigs that he was refused. I know Antonio was refused at one point, even though Antonio would admit he got better over time, but he was also refused. I was also informed that Calvin Phillips was. There are a number of players. Look all the junior players. That John Wall tried to bring in, they were all refused because the JFF and the people them wanted local players to play. So local players get preferential treatment. right or wrong, they get preferential treatment. Make it attractive, Princeton too. We don't know what that entails. What does attractive mean? Hey, you're lucky we play with Jamaica in my youth. That's what attractive means. Not everybody has that tolerance though. Some people are prima donnas. Some people are prima donnas. Let me see what our comments here I should put up. The passport process depends on where you are. I did mine. It didn't take me too long. But people in England struggle, especially if they go to. If you don't go to Jamaica directly, you struggle. And then we hear about Hibbert more recently and the complaints about Hibbert. But it's not like Hibbert was being called by Jamaica on a regular. I don't understand the people. You should sit on your butt and just wait for Jamaica to call you. And they don't call you, you shouldn't pay for nobody else. You just sit and wait and hope they call you. And they don't call you, you should just not. And if they decide to call you and somebody's calling you, you go, God forbid, they'll lose their minds. So they're the only one special. You know what it reminds me of? I did drop if you will go to my SSNN Live website, I did write an article about the ESAC situation and the hypocrisy of fans, whereby it's okay for clubs to put fans in also, the Manchester United bomb squad, the Chelsea wannabes or, rejects or what they call them in England. Just like Jamaica call people rejects, like Sterling and Chilwell and what's the center forward name they're trying to sell for 80 million, either they don't Jackson. They're rejects, right? And they don't want them. They should go find another club. These are people they brought in their club and paid them a lot of money. But when they want to play, when the player wants to leave like Isak and Wissa, everybody lose their mind. The hypocrisy of fans. And I guess in Jamaica, it's exacerbated by the local versus diaspora. So it's never good. Yeah, I heard different dirty Harry, but I've never heard him talk about it, so I don't want to hook up if it's something definitively I know. Yeah. Now let's move on from this local versus diaspora. So Kadamarti, nobody can make us play Kadamarti. Nobody will run off them out. If you want to play for Jamaica, come play for Jamaica. I say Jamaica, make them go. That's all I have to say about that. My last point. Okay, somebody told me that Calvin Phillips was not refused. I was told he was refused, but maybe they're right. I don't have a lot of information. But I know also, when people talk about Hayden, and Hayden say he wanted to play for England, the only person who was pursuing Hayden was Devon Portena people. I don't talk about JFF. JFF, I keep telling you people this. All people complain and talk about people get refused. JFF no one recruit nobody. JFF has the problem of where the parish presidents don't want to block local players from going to national teams. So JFF don't recruit anybody. It's other people like Devon go down and recruit people. And when they come, it happens, say, no, can them better than who we have. The JFF doesn't have a comprehensive recruiting process. Now, one person in England, if you get my name, who do things here and there, there is no strategic way of recruiting people who have Jamaican heritage who can play for Jamaica. None. Now, on the girls' side, it's a little bit different because the coach, Busby, he spend a lot of time trying to go source people. And nobody tell him what to do about who to source. On the men's side, it's different. McLaren really want a foreign player. He want a foreign player now because him not trouble. Hey, Tycoon, bless her. Tycoon, you just reached Tycoon. Tycoon, me and you have a problem. You have a problem with your Tycoon. You have a problem with you. You make me do the show in a Tycoon and you just turn up. But I tell you, a typical Jamaican. When we go the other day, and we have a typical Jamaican thing. People come late. By the way, people, I should say this. My football team, or I'm saying US, my soccer team, does have an event at Nazareth High School on October 11th, where we're celebrating the 50th anniversary for the football team, our soccer team. So if you're in New York City or in the surrounding area and you want tickets, it's $75. It's a contribution to a non-profit organization. And it's a full event, music, great food. We have entertainment. We have a play. We have singers. We have a lot, right? Aspiring young people come on and sing, look for professional contract. We have annual play by a group that does perform professionally. So $75 well spent. It's called Unisoc Football Club. If you want tickets, let me know. Really good organization. Been around for 50 years. Have a president for life and nobody wanting job. So someday if you have dictator and it work out well. Let's talk about the upcoming Reggae Boyz. Let's talk about upcoming Reggae Boyz World Cup qualifiers. 2 games. in about what, 3 weeks. And I don't see anybody jumping up. I don't see nobody happy now. But Tycoon, thanks for turning up, Tycoon. I don't see anybody happy now, people. I don't see nobody happy. I jump up and say, boy, we're ready. I will admit, so like, you know, people like it, I feel like when I'm balloon, so put a needle in the balloon, the ear burst of the balloon. That's how me feel actually. So you not jump and talk enough about this. Because I am not having that same feeling I had before. I was 100% confident based on intelligence that I gathered that would get like 4 or 5 new players, including, you know, who we do XYZ. We gotta get our injured players. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, election, maybe taking on some of that feel like that's probably part of it too, Drew Ross. You're right. But election gonna occur and be over with before the first game, so I good think that. Wait, I should say, my digress a little bit. Must say about this. So I didn't watch the debate last night or the night before last, whatever it was. My digress a little bit for a reason. Before we go to the Reggae Boyz, I didn't watch the debate, but I did watch 2 individuals who provided an assessment of the debate about who won, PNP or JFD. I watched Diane Jackson Miller, who's a TV personality, very smart lady. Then I watched Maverick, who is an entertainer. So when Diane Jackson Miller talked about the debate, she was very thoughtful. She would, when she documented her notes, she talked about what question was asked, how the question was answered, and the debate was about the economy. And she would mention the question and then say who said what and XYZ and how it came out. I didn't watch her second. She had 2 episodes, right? So this is the Maverick. Hey, Maverick, now never tell you Maverick. Hey, Maverick, listen to you, Maverick. You need some substance, brother. You need some substance. All the man talk about, you know, him grade the debaters them from 1 to 10. Then give an overall score from 1 to 10. And it was 3 on each side. So that's 30. And then give a score of 10 to 40. The man tells you nothing about the substance of the question, how they were answered, how they think they should be answered, and what does that mean? Nothing. All they hear was, well, this person had some vibes, and this person had energy, and this person was a bull. My youth, let me tell you some part. My youth. Ain't about how we assess debate. I don't say you assess debate in my youth. The debate is about substance. You talk about the economy. Talk about the economy. How is the economy working? How is GDP? How is GDP grown? Are people employed? What's the employment rate? What industries do we have? What industry should we have? None of that. You know, put no perspective. I talk about the vibes. Yeah, vibes, man. Hey, Maverick. I've always said you're a smart, but my youth, you have vibes, man. You're not on substance, my youth. You have vibes, man. You have call you out. You talk about the debate, you talk about a grade from 1 to 10, you know, tell me not but except the vibes. Who have energy, who have no energy, who have bull, I don't bull, I don't cowpen this, my youth. This is substantive discussion that decide the fate of a country and where we're going. I was so disappointed. I hear Dan Jackson Miller talking substance in nature of the question, what the question entail, who answered it well, who positioned it well. You don't give me nobody tell me what them view is on the economy. Do we have the right industries? Do we have to have industries? Is it just remittances and tourism? Or should we stop relying on America? The concentration risk? None of that. But anyway, let me go back to the football. I was so disappointed. It's a vibes, man. Maverick, you can't give me no. Where you call it? Nonsense meter again. You can't give me no nonsense meter again. Because that pure nonsense you chat. You don't know nothing about no substance. Pure vibes you know. Go talk your vibes, Maverick. Make it look at 2 cents here and there. I was so disappointed. Mr. Malcolm with some substance. Say PNP win. And not tell me no, they didn't win yet. They have more substance for them answer, but not tell me what the answer is. Jesus, Lord. Man, dunce. Anyway, I'm not dunce, but I'm manipulative. That's what I call it. I'm not saying IQ low, Bert. I'm not agree saying IQ low. I'm just doing for manipulate people to make some money out of YouTube. So let's back to the football people. So this is the this is, I can't believe Mavericks time. I thought great debate. And that was people don't know if you great debate. You know if you great debate, my youth. You don't know, you have an audience, you have whole heap of subscriber, and you don't give them nothing substantive. Pure topical thing. Pure ancillary thing. Nothing substantive. But anyway. So here is the 101 people we have for the football. Hey, people, last time the man produced a list, they have 2 midfield upon it. This time the produce a list, they have 19 forward. JFF. I don't know if you do better than JFF. I have never seen people that pick a squad for World Cup qualifier this close to it, and I put so much people out there. So which one of them get called? All them know them get called. Me not understand. Is a hopeless this because we have so much injuries. Our people not on team. The coach can't make up his mind. With 20 something, with 3 or 4 pounds standby. Fatwa. What is 19 forward? The amount of forward is almost the whole 23. We use 19 forward because last time we almost not have no midfielder. You know? We use 19 forward and then we don't have no midfielder, no defense, and about 3 goalkeeper. Why may I tell you? So where is so myself not trouble with him, but I have call him out. Where is the I wonder if the advisor know that this was put out. He wasn't aware of the list. Mr. Advisor, you're aware of the list, Mr. Advisor, or you forget about the list? I mean, I don't understand how we have a list of so many forward 19 people. You know what it shows me though? That this is really bad actually. You know why this is bad? Because it says something about our football, not only in Jamaica, by the way. And it's not a good look. It says we don't produce midfielders. We could call more defenders. Right, we have more defenders we could call. We don't produce midfielders. When you see Tyrese Hall and Janira Johnson who play for Jamaica and there, Ian Frey who can't run, even though Ian can play football. Ian's a good player and can't run. It says something. We don't produce midfielders across the globe. If we can produce 19 forwards, and a lot of them Jamaica can produce midfielders. Because Bailey, Dixon, Shamar, Whisper, Brown, Cephas, Campbell, Stewart, who was up on the list? Romario Williams, Seymour Reed, Javanis, Jamaica producing now. So Jamaica have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What about local people? I say Jamaica. I say local. No, I say Jamaica. 9, 10, 11 of the 19 forwards, if I count right, is bred and born and bred in Jamaica. Right? 11. How many midfielders bred and born in Jamaica? Lambert, Anglin, that's it. So if 11 of the 19 forwards and only 2 of the midfielders, and frankly, the 2 midfielders are now going to be 19. So midfield to me is the most technical area on the field, the most cerebral area on the field, where you have to make is the most clogged up space. You make decision, the most technical area of the field. It suggests that we lack coaching in Jamaica, and it suggests also we focus on athleticism versus the more cerebral aspect of the game. We don't produce midfielders, no pre-attack. If you look on the defense, you have defender, couple, Damien and Richard King out of 10, but at 90, we have 11 forward. 1.5 of the forward, them from locally bred. Only 2 of the 10 midfielder, which is 20%. Only 2 of the 10 defenders, which is 20%. And we just throw a bunch of goalkeeper who are Jamaican born because we not look for goalkeeper nowhere else. That's why Hebert gone to Canada. It's crazy. This list tells you of 44 players, we have 2 midfielders who are born and bred in Jamaica. And those 2 midfielders are not 2 of the best midfielders. In fact, of the 10, they may just be 2 of the worst midfielders. Not worst, but in terms of ability, they may be number 9 and number 10. Seriously. It's crazy. Look at the list, people. This is where you draw things out and say, you know what? Something wrong here. People who can run up on them fast and quick and have some skill. But the people who sit down in the middle of the park, read the game, make decisions, knowing for tackle, knowing for pass, cover your defense, cover space, bring the ball down in tight space, recycle the ball. None of that. None of that. We don't have none of it. It's actually amazing, actually. It's actually amazing the way this is constituted and situated and what it looks like. Wow. By the way, it appears that nobody has called General Johnson. Who knows? Them just put together all these people. It's a hopeless. Them know so many people in punning have no chance to get called or to win. Just a hopeless. I don't know, Nitro. Who knows how we do this? I would think that anybody's on the list has to be spoken to. People, we have 108 people and 46 likes. Maybe wait till the likes them go to about 70 before we move. 108, 46, maybe wait. All right, I'm just close on the stream because I'll be honest, I didn't plan to do a stream this evening. As I said, somebody called me and said, do a stream now, man. I'm going to say, all right, I'll do it. In fact, I never planned to do it. I never say, I'll do it. And if me can't get the support, then I not waste my time. Me have some video if I could do. I want to finish. My video for immigration, I want to finish. Take me too long for do. I'm a video. I want to set up the thing with pastor for 3:30 Saturday. People, don't disappoint me. Come listen to the God question. Set me. No, someone afraid, you know. Not afraid. Not afraid of no subject. We challenge every subject. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. And I'm worried about it. I'm not like button. I don't say nothing. Probably close on the street. What time is it? I do an hour yet. I not go much further, people. If I not hit the like button, I got me yard. When I done me yard already. Sorry, me can't come here and can't get the video. I tell you, the football thing not work for me now. I've said, people may say this. I just don't know threat. I'm not some people like to boy Cranky, you go on like to XYZ. First of all, let me just say this. I was talking to somebody at my previous job today. They said to me, I cannot believe you're doing this. And I said, what are you talking about? They're like, I thought you were retiring and be on the beach enjoying life. When I retire, I'm not doing what you're doing. I said, well, there are some benefits of doing this because it's fun. You know, part of it is fun. My only frustration is I'm not getting the support that I would have hoped to get. And they're like, that's why you should be go do something else. Now, my something else is this, is that since it's track and field season, if I don't get the support I get in the next 2 weeks from football, I'm not doing football for a while. I put football up on park, World Championship will come up. I have enough track and field stuff. If you go catch up on, I'm not the football. If I not get the support people, I'm not do it. Because I'll waste the time. I don't like waste my time. As I keep telling people, invest in yourself. By the way, when I say invest in yourself, I just bought my 17-year-old nephew a book called Investing for Dummies. And dummies is just a play on word. It means for people who are not experienced in the financial markets. So if you are not experiencing it, you should go buy that book. It's a good fundamental book to read, learn, be informed, be educated. All right. So if you haven't done it, go buy it. I just bought it for him. It's only about $17. And then I told him, because you think I'm joking, when he finished reading it, we're going to have a conversation about it. You got to tell me what he read. I'm sure him understand what I'm talking about. The likes now go up, people. We're at 54 likes and 109 people. All right. Tell about people. Me, I close on the stream. I appreciate you being here. I'm dead serious. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here. I will catch you down the road, people. It's been a wonderful evening. I'm going to say, if you don't go to 70 next 2 minutes, I close on the stream. So 9:03. If you don't go to 9:05, I close it on. And people are vexed. People, I am who I am. I can't help myself. If I get 14 likes in the next 2 minutes, I close on the stream. I can't not waste my time. I have other things to do. Busy. So I'm retired. So it's 9:03, almost 9:04. 2 more minutes if I get the likes them. Because people not chatting, I like night chat. So if it doesn't go to 70, I close on the stream. And it's not on threat people. It's me live my life. If I see something which doesn't work for me, I pivot. That's how I live my life. So now wait 1 more minute. If you don't close, I close on the stream. Because I've been here since what? What time I came on? 8:15, I think it is, or 8:10. So it's almost an hour. So I'm probably around my time anyway. You know, some people vex and say, see him go on again. So I don't want to come on him channel. I can't help you. I'm sorry. I can't help you. So we live a life. And we're not change. We're too old for change. We're supposed to retire. So if my old job tell me, we don't know what I do. It's 9 more likes. And it's 1 more minute. If 9:05 come, it doesn't get to 70 likes, I close on the stream. Sorry, Float, but Float, you come too late. People are Jamaican. Man, what people hostage. Now, when nobody hostage, hey, DJ, you don't understand the mistake of DJ. 7 more likes, 1 more minute, me I close on the stream. People, I just said it. I was called this evening at about 6 o'clock to do a live show. I stopped what I was doing. Stop, put it on hold. I'm vexed. I stopped because I was in the middle of working on the video. Under the stream. You have 100 people on the stream and only 60 like. That means that the video now gone away. I waste my time and I waste your time. Waste your time. Waste my time, waste your time. Don't want to 70 like in the next 30 seconds, me I close on the stream. People, that's how you should live your life. You have certain goals, you have objectives, don't get achieved, go to do something else. And some people may not come back to my channel. I understand. Me not fight you. You have to make decisions for your own. So look at people decide to go Turkey, make them one decision. Oh, I got to 70. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's not no threat people. No threatening people, you know. See what upon my mind. That's how life is. You can't be in the stream. You say you like it, that's why you're here. And I hit the like button. Then it's the good, hey people, let me tell you something. Pastor, you still in the chat? I have been doing a lot of research on the Bible, not reading the Bible, person, but the Bible and all these contradictions. And people tell me that God make people have them free will. So all the badness we're going on, goodness in the world, your free will you make. So you have your free will. I don't know badness me I do people. I just submit live my life. If I invest, if me can put in my time and stop what me I do, which I wasn't happy about doing. Let me be honest. Somebody call me and the person said, yeah, I have to do it. Give me even half hour. I'm gonna say, all right, me come do it. And you can't give me the likes, then you go your yard, I'm go my yard. Me not gonna fight you. Me not upset. Seriously, me not upset, you know. You got 50%. People, me just say this people. Because people think why Cranky love do them nonsense in the money. You just think I'm going now. I understand how you feel. You don't have to be here. You could be any places. I appreciate you being here, you know. We don't have to be here. But I refuse to come on and do this and don't get the support. I refuse. And I was sitting here this evening, tell you people, I've been working on the video I'm doing for the last day and a half. Last night, I got my bed 12:30. I work on a video from me walk for an hour this morning for 3 hours. Me work out for half hour, 40 minutes. Me do some chores. And from 12 o'clock, I sit down and say no. I work on a video till 6 o'clock, me get the car. Because some days, you know. So when you do all that and come on, and I'm trying to entertain, which I probably don't do really well, that's why people don't hit like button, and then you don't want to hit the like button, then I feel offended. And if I'm offended, I'm going to let you know I'm offended. And if you don't like it, I can't help you. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. But I'm refused to sit here, don't get the support so that you can watch a video, and then you walk away happy and I walk away unhappy. I'm sorry. I do like people that will go Turkey. I like myself too. But anyway, let's go back to the football. Since you get to 70. Go back to the football, people. So what's your 23, people? What's your 23? I didn't prepare for the show, and you can't even tell, right? I didn't prepare for the show. I just came on to respond to the thing about the diaspora, about Kadamati, and then just talk to you. What's your 23, people? You don't respect the people who like, no, Negro. The good suffer for the bad. That's a life, you know. You can't have it both ways. The good suffer for the bad. So I was told, you know. But me start doing thing about the God thing, and that. So I was told, good suffer for the bad. So I say, go. And I told you, I appreciate the people who hit the like button. And I appreciate the people who support me. The Lee Youngs, the DJ, the A.M. Henry, the Tycho, you know, that's what I start calling him, you know. The who just come in? Float Management, Drew Ross 24/7, Lower, Nitro. I respect everybody who support me. But you can't, people don't understand the people. And somebody said this to me on this channel, and I'm really growing on my youth. I'm going to say, I know it's very slow. I did a track and field video. In a week, I got 200 subscribers. If I do a football video for a whole week, I may get 15 subscribers. You tell me, based on return on investment, which one you would do. I do a track and field video on my channel, my Balance View channel. I got 210 subscribers in about a week and a half. I do the football video, and some days me get 5, some days me get 4, some days me get 3. And I just keep doing that. You're not talking about, man. Come on, man. Be fair. Be fair. I'm gonna get $500,000 from the Turkish government. No, then Juras, so I'll go take Juras, man. Anyway, people, let's go back to the football. Let me stop whining about not getting the support. There are people here who support me 24/7, like Juras and others, actually, and Conrad. Negro, at first time I see Negro. Negro. That's an interesting. Why people have them unique names? So people, we have 19 forwards. After 19 forwards, how many are healthy? How many have teams? How many are playing in good leagues? And how many should we bring? I can't wait for the thing tomorrow. And I'm so disappointed that I can't be at the press conference to ask the question, because I was told. No, I wasn't told. I heard it on I was watching Jason Guna today, and he's saying that we don't have access to the press conference. Because I would have loved. What's the one question we should? What's the one question you would have want to ask at the press conference, people? What's the one question you like to ask at the press conference? Let me know. If you had one question, because you only get 2 questions, no, someday you only get one. If you had one question for the press conference, what would your question be for the coach? Because I'm sure they're going to bring just the coach, actually. I don't think any player is going to be there. Amen, who says, as such an advertised topic and structure their life, it will flow better and attract more people. Yeah, no, you know, it's funny, Amen, Henry. I use a software, vidIQ, to think about when I write a title, what it should look like, and then for tags, and it suggests that. But I have so much information I want to disseminate, and I could do that, but that's just feel too structured, to be honest. It's just really structured and almost uncomfortable, to be honest. I could do that. That's why I used to live and breathe in the corporate environment. But does that really work in this forum this way? You know what? Maybe what I'll do, instead of protesting, I'm just going to try it. Maybe I'll just come in, go boom, 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 done, and be good. Just do like I used to do things. Maybe that's the way to do it. Odell has his team: Holgate, King, Bell, Lowe, Pinnock. Defense: Henry, Lemby. Now, the question is Pinnock healthy enough to play? That's the first question. Does Holgate have a team and is he fit? King is on the bench. Is he ready? I think Bell is fine. I think Henry's fine. Does Lemby have a team? Hey, people, every time we see a team, we're fond of Lemby have a team, you know. Not Lemby, but a lot of people have a team. So defense, and who would you pick Odell as your starting 11? You know, it's kind of early to pick that, but who do you pick? So you have Holgate, King, Bell. Not bad number. Let me just see who you're leaving out. So you're leaving out Deshaun Bernard. I didn't know Bernard was playing football, to be honest. You're leaving out Greg Lee. That's an interesting left. And I think Latty's injured, right? It's interesting that Latty is listed as a defender. You know, most of them play a midfield for Jamaica. So you're leaving out Latty, Deshaun, and Greg Lee. I think Greg Lee is healthy. I think is Latty back yet? I haven't heard Bernard playing in the football. And does Lowe have a team? That's a question. But your 7 is fine. Oh, the midfield: Hayden, Russell, Fry, Hall, Gennaro. I don't think it's interesting midfield. Yes, United was asking the question: does Gennaro Johnson know that he's being called? That's a brilliant question, actually. That's one of the rhetorical question. You called me for the national team. I didn't know you called me. I assume the coach speak to him. Who knows? They had a big issue with the when they went to England, Unity Cup. They had some problems there between those Hall and Gennaro Johnson. I'm sure it resolved itself. But not a bad midfield. So you have 5 in midfield. You have 7 defenders, 5 midfielders. How many goalkeepers you have? 3? So that's 10 and 5, 15. So you're going to have 8 forwards, I assume. You already have 19. So 8 of it. So not a bad call in the midfield. So you left out K-Roy. You left out Bobby Reed. Really? Is Reed injured? You left out Bobby. Although, you know, if Bobby Reed is not injured, he might be 19, right? If Bobby's not injured, he's gonna have to do that. I hope he's rolling it to a football team. Odell says 11. So Odell's 11 is Blake. I thought Blake was injured. Isn't Blake still injured? Blake, Holgate, Lemby, Bell, Lowe. Nah, man. If Henry's healthy, he has to be in your team. Odell. Henry not up on nobody's bench. That's the only Premier League player we have in the team. I don't see my name about his bench. Because we don't have nobody better than him in our defense. And he also can play going forward. Maybe he's not the best defender, but he's very good going forward. Midfield, you have Hayden, Russell, and Frey. Forward, you have Campbell, Gray, and Archer. It's an interesting team. I don't think Archer has his papers, actually. That's why JFF confused people now. I don't think Archer has his papers. To be in the... At least he won't be for the first game, I don't think. Campbell. So Archer plays center forward. Damari Gray play left wing. And Campbell at right wing. Okay, interesting. So you play Campbell over a bunch of different people. And then you have... I noticed you don't have any Antonio in your team. It's interesting. Then you have Frey, even though I don't think Antonio's turning up, by the way. Where Frey gonna play? Frey is not at 8. So you play a double pivot, 2 CDM. What's Tielo? An interesting team you have there. No, he ain't got no papers, Demar. Trust me. He ain't got no papers yet, Demar. Me, I tell you, say no papers yet. Okay, wait. I know he was in Jamaica. He was training in Jamaica. You know, I probably say too much and know too much. He doesn't have his papers yet. It's my understanding. Things may have changed. My understanding what he did. At least I've had a conversation with people in the last. No, I did talk to one person in the last 2 weeks. But I used to have a lot of conversation, not as much as I used to, but I don't think he has his papers yet. Henry should have his. He was being worked on. He should be okay. So Nitro is telling us that the switch has been made for these people. So until they make the switch, it now work. So that's interesting. What Nitro does really well is go on the FIFA website, and they have a whole. You guys should do this. They have a whole list of people who have switched nationalities. A whole list. The list get longer every period, especially this period. And he's saying none of these switches have occurred. I think Henry's going to go to Jamaica to get his papers, but you have to have your papers first before you can make the switch. So he may not play the first game, but he probably played the second game. Oh, Bobby Reed is out indefinitely. We have a lot of injured people. As I said, this is a mash unit. This is a mash unit, people. I don't know how this works. This is a real mash unit. A lot of injured people. And it's probably 2 of the easier games. It's going to become difficult. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to pick a team. Because some people don't have that. A lot of people here don't. Archer doesn't have papers. As you're saying, I don't think Henry papers are finalized yet, but they're pretty close. Only one player I know papers finalized, and he's not coming. Right? Only one person I know paper of the 5 who are done, wrapped up in bow tie, ready to go, and he's not. I don't think he's coming. My understanding is I don't think he's coming. So, and he's not on this list either. Hey, Conrad, you know Mason build house, right? Conrad, you know Mason help build house. Hey, Mary said FIFA has not updated platform since April. Maybe that's what it is. But I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. So I've been informed that Henry is okay. I know that there was a lot of back and forth and XYZ. So maybe he got his done. There were like 3 other players, you know, that I know of. I know Max papers are not done, even though, look, papers have been processed, people. Papers have been processed. If for the first window we don't get all those people, hopefully we should be okay. We get them for the second window. Lee Young said the last update was yesterday. Okay, I don't know. You guys are there and can look at what update was not was not updated. Yeah, Jay, that's the problem we have, Jay. A lot of injured players. Either they are injured, they don't have teams, they are not playing much football. You got to think about it now. Antonio playing with kids. Isaac just got QPR. We don't know where Lowe is playing. I don't know what kind of ball Hoggett is playing. Bobby is injured, supposedly. Bernard is injured. Ian Fraser walking injury. I like Ian Fraser, but him can't run. Not on knees. Won't put him right back. On the forward, am I right, you know? The midfield and defense, the mash unit, and even no goalkeeper. It's not pretty. It's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly. I don't know. I am very concerned about players' availability, players' form. Amen says, only Archer and Greenwood need change of allegiance. The others only need passports. Okay. I'm not up on all of this. But Greenwood have his papers, so I guess he didn't change allegiance. Odell says, Cranky, this window is the best to have injury because it's the easiest 2 games, we hope. I'm glad you used the word we hope, because we don't know. I'm glad to say it's we hope. We have Trinidad at home, so hopefully we play well and we have Bermuda that way. And we don't have a lot of information on the Bermuda team. Now I just say Antonio looks poor versus under 21. He can't cross it. Yeah, but he's an effort player, right? He's an effort player. So regardless, he's an effort player. He will. My understanding, I may be wrong, is that he's not coming for this window for personal reasons. Is my understanding. So we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but that was my latest information I got. He's not coming for personal reasons. And those reasons are legit, actually. In fact, I'll be shocked based on those reasons if he comes. Actually, he shouldn't come, to be honest. So he probably won't. That's my understanding. And I think his reasons are legit. Yeah, he shouldn't come. So we'll have to find somebody. We have to figure out the center forward. We have center forward, you know. We have Brown, we have Burrell, we have Nicholson. How is Nicholson playing? Have you guys? I don't watch the Mexican League. Yeah, so Nitro is saying that Henry needs switch because he played some level. I get these texts, you have to laugh. Yeah. I want to tell Devon improving recruiting skills, people. I Devon do all the recruiting. Tell Devon Porter, you need to go recruit some midfielders, Devon. Go find them. Here's what we haven't done well, people. We haven't gone and go. I get so frustrated with the JFF. It's amazing. We haven't gone to these academies and look at these youngsters and say, you know, which one of them we think can fit in the national team in a year or two? Let's bring them in. Let's cap them. Let's give them some game time with the view that they're going to advance and enhance their skills and progress the national team. We haven't done that. The strategy behind our recruiting is atrocious. It's really bad. So somebody like, for example, a Cameron Eubanks, is he good enough? He's at Birmingham, played League Two. They won League Two last year under 18. Have potential, trying to get papers, can't get the papers. They're lost at Pika, on the Pika desk someplace. Maybe we can look at that player and say, is he good enough? And he's physical, even though I think he tore his knee up last year. He's physical. He has ability as a CDM. We need CDM. He did not get whole. Is he somebody for it? Should we try to get him in and figure if he has the ability? We're not doing any of that. There is no strategy involved. It is, you know what? When they reach Premier League or Championship, we try to bring them in, and it's not well thought out recruiting. And if they're going to go call people and besiege them to come, they don't come. It's just, and then all of us who are fans get frustrated, and people call out these players and berate the players and call them England reject. And if them sending one England, them come back, them for go away. Robert going to a League 2 team, and he ain't playing for Jamaica though. I was told Robert wasn't going to get called a month ago. So it's a preconceived decision. Yeah. Yeah, some players do come and we reject them because we want local players to eat our food. So yes, that's a theme. But I'm saying that the strategy should be we can't take every player who come to us, right? There's only 11 spots on the field and 23 for any one squad. But at least it should be a strategic move, which is, you know what? Let's do like what Morocco does. Let's start following players for a year, 2, 3 years, assess them. Do they fit in every way, shape, or form to what we're trying to do? And we try to bring them in. You're not going to always hit 100%, you know. You may get 20% of them. 20% could be 6, 7 players. There's a lot of diaspora players. And as time progresses, it's going to be more in the States versus just in the UK. But we don't do that well. And then we end up getting frustrated and want to call the players also derogatory names or say they shouldn't be in the team. And if they decide to choose somebody else, God forbid, we lose our minds. Why Jamaicans have big ego, you know? Our ego is off the chart. But the concept of diaspora versus local is not unique to Jamaica, right? It's big in Africa too. I can't pick 11 Odell because I don't know who's available. For example, I couldn't put Lowe in. I don't know if Damian Lowe is playing any football. And my team would include Pinnock, but I don't know if Pinnock is going to be available, even though I'm asking people to pick their level. Pinnock is back in training, but if you're Pinnock, will you come play when you just returned to training and you're about 33-year-old and your food are run out? Would you come play? Richard King is on the bench at St. Mirren in Scotland. The Rangers just got 9 love in 2 legs. I don't know. That league ain't that good. And do I like Richard? It's a mess. I would play Henry. If I was picking the team, I'd probably play Amari Bell at center half and play Henry beside him. And play, I don't even know, play on the right because I don't think Holgate playing in a lot of football. My team would be different people. I'd probably play, if Lati was healthy, he'd be at right back for me. I love Lati as a defender, by the way. Yeah, it's a very funny team to pick. I don't remember Pinnock starting the last game. I thought I watched the game. I know Henry was on the bench. I don't remember Pinnock starting. Cranky right now, you see them on the players Morocco have on the platform to switch. Yeah, I mean, Morocco recruits vehement. They recruit like it's going out of style. And their World Cup success just helped them immensely. But a lot of Moroccans in Europe feel they're Moroccans anyway. They actually operate that way. They live and breathe Morocco. So even the ones who were born in Europe, but their parents are Moroccan, it's not that far distant to go travel back to Morocco. Not a 9-hour flight, that's for sure. Well, he's playing in a league where he can't get out the left back, so I don't know about the right back, but he has problem getting to that team. Amari Bell should be playing center back. I think Amari Bell could play on the left, you know, and have Henry play beside Amari Bell. The coach may not be that innovative though. Maybe have Bell and Henry, 2 left footers there, and think about who to put on the right. Or so we have a bunch of young players. Yeah, but them young, too young. We can't play all of them now. A big man thing now. We need players to make the World Cup. We need some seniority. I think Hayden will be fine, even though he hasn't played a lot of football. He's going to probably play this weekend, hopefully. Oh, the debate is going on now? I thought there was a debate wasn't there a debate last night, CC? I was told that I co-mingle all these things too much. That I'm too all over the place. I need Henry Henry said I need to be more structured and more linear in my approach to doing this. Nah, they're not calling Henry. They probably call Spence. I don't think they're calling Henry. But I think they're called Spence. 3 nights straight of debate. Yeah, you know what? CC, you're right. Well, CC, I didn't have a choice. I was requested to do the show, CC, so it's gonna happen. But what I will do, CC, is I'm gonna watch the debates. You know what I may do? I may do a video on the debates in my perspective, not what Maverick does. Some can't if you call Maverick program, I'm beat that, you know. I assess debate about vibes, like if a vibes thing who work hard and who, oh Lord. Lack of whatever. Yeah, I think Mitchell will still be left out. I think he's still be left out. If they ain't called him yet, they're not gonna call him again. They're gonna call Lewis and probably Shaw, who's playing for Man U now. Bless up CC, thanks for being here. By the way, people, when I was in Jamaica, CC was a great host. So CC, thank you. CC camera on and protect me. Like in life depend on it. I know me under pressure. CC, bless up CC. By the way, CC, I was talking about your Maverick and his debate and his assessment of the debate. Go watch him video, CC. Embarrassing. But anyway. But yeah, I'm concerned about the team, people. Very, very concerned. Very, very concerned. Very, very concerned, people. I came into this year thinking, and based on information I was getting, we're gonna get 5 players, we're gonna get the player playing in France, the team was gonna be stacked. Little I know that fate had other plans for us. Injuries, players out of form, players don't have any clubs. It's not good. I can't wait till tomorrow to see what the squad looks like. Him saying already support no party. Him say the PMP won. Easily by the way. But a vibe stick in my deal with. Maybe the JP won for substance. And the PMP won for vibes. I have some vibes stick my talk about. England name their team tomorrow. So, but I don't think England gonna name the players that week. But here's the thing. Here's what would be bad. If those players went through the process and some of them get named by England, the only one I think will get named by England is Tariq Mitchell. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Mitchell's gonna happen. Mitchell played today, actually. He played for Palace and they drew 0-0, so they're through to the Europa League. So he plays today. He's probably gonna play this weekend. He's gonna be tired. It's a lot of football. He's played in the last, so at least he should be in form. He should be in form. He should be in form. It's not a pretty window. I am not that confident about beating Trinidad. I know people are saying, oh, it's a walkover. We're thinking about the Trinidad team that we played in Unity Cup and we played in the Gold Cup 2 years ago. And some of their players are playing regular football. A lot of our players are not playing regular football. Can we put hands on heart and say we can pick a team which we're truly confident in with our best players to go out and perform? Now, Damari Gray is in a good place, actually, which is good. Damari Gray, coming from Saudi Arabia, it looked like he's training well, playing well, even though he's playing championship versus Premier League, so that's good. The only Premier League player we have in the squad right now is Rico Henry, as it stands. Now, I was told there's another player looking at his papers. I haven't seen that player on this list, so I don't know who that player may be. I don't know who that player may be. I'll be curious. You know what? Well, here's what I think. We should be happy because the guru is part of the coaching setup. So we should be happy with the squad when the guru provides advice to get the squad out. That's good. So we should be good. Should be good. What about Pinnock, Dre, any weather? Did Pinnock play last weekend? I don't remember seeing Pinnock though. No, the advisor should be able to pick the right squad. Oh, we don't pick 11 JPL players. We don't have 11 in that squad. Oh, Pinnock played? I don't remember him playing. But even if he played, we know how Pinnock is, you know. Pinnock now always coming up. I mean, beat Pinnock about that sometime. Pinnock now always come. And it's not always for the best reason, you know. I mean, I'm honest with that. But let's hope Pinnock. So if Pinnock comes, he's gonna play, right? It'll be Pinnock. I don't know the coach will pick his team. If Henry's okay, then it's got to be Pinnock. Maybe we get creative. Would we bench? Who would you bench, Bell or Henry? Because none of them can play right back, people. He plays 7 minutes. Okay, maybe I watched the latest part of the game. I don't remember seeing him on the field. I didn't see. Started with Rico. Okay. Did either of them finish the game? Maybe I didn't watch that game. Maybe I confused the games I was watching then. I thought I watched Brentford, actually. At least part of the game. Man said, Peanut, look at the squad is even coming in that. It's World Cup time now, people. All the players want to go to the World Cup, they need to put in the effort to come. I don't know what that Patrick. Pinnock rusty. He probably is, and he's not getting any younger, and he was slow already. Imagine him injured, he's slow, you know. Pinnock is a very cerebral player, so he don't need to be the fastest person on earth. But it's gonna be a tough window. I think it's gonna be a tough window, people. Is Casey Palmer? I don't want to make any comments about Casey Palmer. It's a Paramount. Okay. Maybe I need to do that. Because I've been watching. You know what? I watched yesterday. I was here. I was in my office with my nephew. We're working on something for YouTube. I decided to watch a Rangers game. As we turn on the game, people, we see Max a pull down a player. Max, that's not a good look, man. Come pull down a player if you win a Max. Nobody with it. That was a bonehead play, Max. Bonehead play. That foul should not occur. Let the man go score. If you have 10 men, even though you don't want to nothing, go score. You can't be down to 10 men. First of all, the man run off you. We don't know where you center of them. Because no center of them no nowhere to be seen. Really amazing. If he played on 21, he needs change of allegiance. Yes, amen, Ray. If he does, he needs change of allegiance. He needs change of allegiance. Is my understanding. So I don't think some of these players gonna play. If they come, gonna play the first game. I think they probably play the second game. Rico should be in great shape, actually. So people have different views, Tycoon. Somebody said him look rusty. Someone say him. People sometimes confuse Pinnock rusty now. So Pinnock play now. He now play quick. Odell says not for the under 21. I thought if you played. No, I thought somebody sent me that the other day. Let me see who the person sent me. And this person no. Odell, I thought somebody sent me the other day. Say if you played, you have to have change. If you play for the country, you have to have change. You'll find a player. Somebody who from Jamaica sent me this, who is in the know. Let me see what he had said, if I can find it. At least somebody texted me and said, Mother says Jamaican citizen, so I don't know if pick up in passport. So if you think Mother says is good enough, at least you may get game time. But even if you get here's the one thing I'm gonna think about. I'm gonna get beaten for this. I don't really care. Let me see if Dixon play over Tyrese this time. Because Tyrese, even though I heard Tyrese is not having the best off season so far. I didn't watch any other game, so I can't really comment. But Dixon's in League 2 and Tyrese, they're championship. 2 levels above. So let's see how that works. So here's what somebody sent me. And it's a person who knows, I'm positive know. If someone has represented England at youth level, even if they have a Jamaican passport, they cannot represent Jamaica until a change of association is done. That's everyone who has played for England at youth level. Bailey Cadamarti, Rico Henry, etc. So Odell, what you say is stand corrected. Cadamarti has played for England youth level. Aim Henry has. They have to get change of allegiance before they can go play for Jamaica. I don't think Hutchinson ever changed allegiance, Odell. I don't think he ever changed allegiance. He never changed allegiance. People don't realize that Hutchinson was hedging his bet. Hutchinson was mad that Jamaica tried to cap him. That's my understanding. Hutchinson never changed allegiance. If he changed allegiance, he couldn't change back. He didn't change allegiance. Even though I'm not sure he had played for England at the level before. Go check Odell. I don't think Hutchinson changed allegiance in the first place. He played 2 friendly for Jamaica against Trinidad. They weren't official games. So he never really switched to Jamaica. Exactly, Nitro. He never switched to Jamaica. He played that game really well. I love Demar. Demar, are you being facetious or are you serious? Jay says Campbell start every match, but where you play always matters. Jay. See, I got a text from somebody here says, "Yep, it's correct." So, if they haven't changed allegiance yet, they will not be. I don't know what the timeline is for people to say. If you got your papers, you got papers today. Isn't that enough to FIFA to determine when you can change, when they process it? I don't think it's a one-day event. Unless it's prepped up. So David J says, real pre-cranky. Don't you see that fans' choice? Dixon and Whisper is there to draw a local crowd. Politics over a serious game. Yeah, but you're trying to go to the World Cup, right? Trying to win. Now, I'm not saying I don't know where Tyrese is in terms of his game. By the way, people, Tyrese is very polite. I did interview him in Jamaica. Very polite, very soft-spoken. Really nice kid. And when Simon said they need a request of change from Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland as well. Not sure why because they have their own federation. Yeah, but I think he probably all done as one, right? Henry? Probably done as one. I'd assume you just send it in and or you send. Would that work? I guess you have to send to them simultaneously. It's interesting. But Jamaica has done it with players before. People like Lati played for your junior team, so they know what the process entails. And Devon says, yes, you need to change nationality if you had played for youth teams. So here's the question, though. A lot of people are speculating as to the rationale for the 44 players, what the number is on the list. Say somebody said 45, I count 44, so I guess I can't count. But if we have 40-something players on the list, I don't know what the purpose then is of the list. I don't know what the purpose of the list. Because the question is, I don't know why do you publish a 40-something person list? I'm still confused. And the JFF hasn't explained it. Maybe somebody should ask the JFF that question, but it may be a throwaway question. If CC, are you going to the press conference tomorrow, CC? CC, let me know if you're going to the press conference tomorrow. You can text me CC or I can put it in the chat. I'm curious. Well, we're going to the press conference tomorrow because I was told the press conference we can attend remotely. And that's fine. You have to ask the question. All right? You can put in a patois English you want. You have to ask the question. Preferably in English. You have to ask the question. If a player has their papers, where's that player? Why is the player not there? And you don't want no cushion answer. If you get 2 questions, focus on getting an answer on the question. Is the player coming or not? Does the player decide they're not coming? Ask the question, people. Everybody wants to know. Everybody and then grandmother want to know. Where is the player? Is he ever going to come? If he's not coming, he's ever going to come. Did he say he's not coming? And we want the truth. We don't want to talk around no circle. We want the truth. If you got your papers, you went through the process, the JFF get your papers for you, where are you? Okay. I'll be very, very curious about the answer to that question. Someone asked about DJ's exclusion. I assume DJ's excluded because nobody's thinking about him. The coach would know about. By the way, people, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, even though I had a meltdown earlier, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. And if you have 99 likes, people, why don't you just hit the like button, make it 100? And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. But it is a question to be. There are questions to be asked tomorrow. The papers, and people should ask the question about of the players. Players, Cutter Martin, even though I know some of them, Mothersill, Rico, Cameron Archer, all those players. So there's two questions running. There's the one player we know of his papers. Is he ever going to come? And then secondly, for all those other players, do they have their papers? If they don't have them, when they're going to have them so they can play? Those will be the questions. The other question asks about style of play, and I don't enjoy them nonsense there. Availability is the most thing. Availability is the most important question. Players who are not, or the question should be about injuries. The question should be about who's on form, not on form. The question should be about people who have papers and don't have papers, who are naturalized, not naturalized, who have passport, who have been changed allegiance. Those should be the question. The rest of the question, they don't matter. They don't matter. Trust me. They're not adding any value. We need to know the people because we are thinking about players to go play the game. That's what we focus on. Kadamarti, I don't know actually. I don't know. So it does make it if you on Copa Squad Media available. It could be that you need to pick your papers up. I think Kadamarti should be okay actually, but I don't know. The question is, has he switched allegiance? And if he was in England under 18 the last time, you need to do so. So Nitro has a question: why was Mason Greenwood now eligible, not including the squad? Yeah, I mean the question should be asked. Nitro should be asked. I heard on this channel. Hey, one stop driver. I don't remember what I said. I must have probably said that. It was my understanding. Well, first of all, the first question was the papers being processed? The papers are done and there. And I was told the player's coming and wants to come. I was told. But then the story changed later. As a fear call out one-stop driver, I was told the same thing one-stop driver. And I was told the people want spread rumor to go ahead. But I think so. Yeah, I was led to believe it's 100% one-stop driver. It's a fear call out one-stop driver. It's a fear call out. I was led to believe that. So we all were bamboozled. We all were hoodwinked. Or be like what's his name? Malcolm X. We were bamboozled. We were hoodwinked. We were taken to the cleaners. That's what transpired. You got nothing to do with me. But one driver is right. I was told the same thing, one driver. So I just told you what I was told. And it's from a good source. In fact, it was excellent source. And the source wasn't wrong. The source wasn't wrong, actually, in context of what they knew at the time. But, you know, sometimes people say, hey, if me tell you, say, okay, here's the thing, one driver and Tycoon and everybody else. If I told you I'm coming to the event, then I change my mind, it's one of two things. Either I never planned to come in the first place, but I didn't tell you the truth, or I decided, you know what, I don't want to come anymore. That's how it is. So I had banked on it. I had planned to go to Jamaica to watch a player play in September. And then things got delayed. Well, before September, it was June, actually. I still went to Jamaica. I was planning to go to September, even though something came up. I probably couldn't go anyway. So, yeah, things change. Damn, things change. I was excited about the player joining. I thought, you know what? Give me that on midfield, just get the ball, give him, just put that in the net, and we're good. That's so far from the truth. That's so far from reality. That will not happen. Nigel says, Coach, Jamaica's midfield struggled badly in the Gold Cup and still lacks a creative playmaker. How will you address breaking down low blocks like Bermuda? I'm questioning it too long and technical, Nitro. We don't want to break no Nitro. We don't want to break the Nitro. We want to know who they are, Nitro. Who's going to be there? The question should be around coach. There's a certain player, you guys know the name, who we were informed was coming to play for Jamaica. He has all the requisite documents he needs. We haven't seen a change of allegiance in the FIFA system. Is that player going to join us? If they're not going to join us, why they're not going to join us? Have they told us they're not going to join us? Or will they ever play for us? That's the question. But in terms of players okay, I was told or informed that Bailey Kadamata is okay. Bailey's okay. So I was told he's okay. From good source. That was nonsense, Henry. Rice Simpson won nobody fit name, man. Yes, he has to do something to get him over the line, but he would jump low and high to do it if he came finalized. The player non-player is a player. Let me say that again. That's the way I would think about it. If the player non-player is a player. Player and his handlers. Because most of the time, it's not the player, it's a player and their handlers. A lot of these players are influenced by the agents or whoever functions in that capacity, which is, no, don't go. Wait for England. Or you know what? You got to travel 9 hours. You may get injured. XYZ. I don't know what the situation with that player is, but that has to be the question. To me, the questions have to be about players, availability. Why Ravel not there? Why the player with the passport's not there? We know of these players who have been injured. Are they going to be there? We know these players who are not even a team coming in the squad. The first question should be, why do we have a 44-man squad? What was the objective? What was the rationale? Why do we have 44 people? Keep them in suspense. The rotted suspense, that. Well, let's see if the player turn up. Me, I bet him not turn up. That's what I say. Me, I bet him not turn up. Let's see if him turn up, Devon. Me, I bet him not turn up. No, players are coming, Henry. Maybe the ones you want to come, but they're coming. Players are coming, people. Question, but look, all these players are not playing the World Cup. People don't seem to realize that World Cup is a big deal in the people. I know how you know this. It's a big deal for a lot of players, no matter where they are, no matter what you are. If you are a kid playing football, you go play for Timbuktu in the World Cup, as long as you can play in the World Cup. It's the most prominent event every 4 years on the planet, probably similar to the Olympics. You want to be in it. By the way, Tia Clayton, I thought she was going to win today, but the unicorn ran past her. She ran a good race, though. 10.84, 0.202 off her personal time. Yeah. Ravel will not be playing for Jamaica, I don't think, ever again. Ravel will not be playing. There's some people there who don't rate Ravel. Yeah, no, there's some people who don't rate Ravel. The coach may be one of them. He's not playing. My understanding, I was told a month ago Ravel would not be in the team. Yeah, Ravel may play, but maybe in the corner in Trenchtown someplace. He ain't playing for Jamaica. He ain't playing for Jamaica. Cranky, the Friday player went to work to get his profit. They just say no. I think something. Odell, I'm asking you guys to do this. There's a video that was dropped by JT. Dropped a video, I think last week. Go watch that video. It may shed some light. JT dropped a video and he was talking about this. So JT, not JD. Go watch that video. It may shed some more light on the situation. They love money, Cranky. Now Robin not playing for Jamaica again. Well, yeah, if he played in the JPL, maybe, and they see him play and he plays well. But it's my understanding that I think we were concerned about his fitness and a lot of other factors. But I was told he was not going to be the team. So, who's white for the Ravel Nyam? What do you mean translate for me? What a big head. Big head. Why would somebody have to transfer to Jamaica colloquialism to me, who grew up in Jamaica? Why would they have to do that? Huh? Why would they have to do that? I don't think I need translation. I think I can figure it out. I know him Nyam, as you put it. Or who White Foley et, as you put it. It's amazing, people. We have some Ravel detractors. We have many more Ravel supporters than detractors. Many, many more. It's amazing, actually. Amazing. And this is not because people just like the player. They just believe the player has the ability to be, when they compare the player to the rest of the midfielders we have, they can't see what the coaches are seeing. You know what it reminds me of? Remember some EPL team where the fans just not happy with a player, the coach is stubborn, and at some point the fans win out because the fans know what they're talking about. Who are we talking about, Devon? So Devon mentioned a name. Let me ask the person who's in the chat. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. Fabrizio said, players doing deals based on playing time again. Of course, everyone will play World Cup. Everybody. Somebody did a video the other day talking about 7 players who around this time they get great, and Richarlison was the first one. You see him score 2 the other day? Yeah, World Cup is, especially if you're from like countries like Brazil, you kill to get in the World Cup team. The whole thing about Neymar now and Vinicius Jr. with Ancelotti, everybody want to get to the World Cup. And why wouldn't you? So if you're English and you're not picked for England, you should go play for Jamaica. Sorry. Like if you're Spence, I would love to have Jed Spence on this team. Love Jed Spence. Jed Spence, people, really, if ever get beaten one-on-one, you go watch him play for Tottenham. Say you want to play for England, because a friend of mine had asked his mom, I think, acted about that. But you think Neymar is done? No, he doesn't think so. But Jed Spence, one-on-one defender, may not be the best going forward. He doesn't get beaten. And he's arrogant with it too. He was talking about Doku the other day and says, so we was asking him when we interviewed about Doku, or Doku skillful Doku is, and he was like, he said just when he was playing with Doku in practice, he wasn't beating him. He's just a very confident defender. Cranky must not be part of the process, just only the outcome. No, I don't remember seeing that actually. No, I don't blame the player because it's not like we were calling the player on a regular basis. If we wanted, why didn't we call him and cap him if we wanted him? We didn't really want him. We had a chance to call him and cap him. We didn't. So what are we complaining about? We shouldn't complain. Oh, yeah. I don't know why that person is here, Michael Gordon. I don't know why people are like that. Why? I only go where I'm wanted, you know. I don't go where I'm not wanted. That's all I'll say about that. I only go where I'm wanted. I don't stalk people. I go where I'm wanted. If I'm going to be rude and obnoxious and not a person who is supportive and just like to call people names and curse them and talk about their appearance, and the person say you should just unsubscribe and go another form, you still come back. I don't understand that. You gotta have some pride in life. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I do think Ravel. I'm a Ravel proponent actually, and I'm always thinking about this because coaches talk about it's just fans and YouTubers, but I say this all the time. Fans and YouTubers watch football 24/7. This is not brain surgery. And a lot of them also, some people spend time learning the game, understanding the game. They watch every and anything. Why is this, let me just keep going. Let me leave it alone. No matter how much you block people, they come back under assumed name and they do what they do. They are just rude people, obnoxious, rude, awful people. There's some people in life who are just awful. They're just awful people. And I can't stand awful people. I'm always saying this. I believe in egalitarianism. I believe in fair. I believe in equitable. Treat people good. Be good to people. You're going to have confrontation. You're going to have conflict. But at the core of you should be just a good person with a good heart. And when you're mean, obnoxious, rude, divisive, go live by yourself. Go in some corner somewhere. Just go away. Fly away. Yeah. Just come and disrupt everybody. Like everybody didn't get disrupted because of this moron. Jesus. But anyway, let's keep going. Ignore him. Let him type what he wants to type. But no, my hope is that people like Lati get fit. People, we need Lati in the team. Let me tell you guys something. I can't see the person, by the way, guys. You guys don't realize that I can't see the person. So whoever that person is, I can't see them because I think I turn off being able to see them. You guys can see them. What the comment is, I can't see it actually, which is interesting. I didn't know that YouTube did that, but I can't see it. So whatever they're saying, probably is a good thing. No, I am, but I can't see what they're saying, which is good. They can type all they want to type. They're invisible to me. But no, we need Lati in this team, either as emergency midfielder or playing someplace in the defense. Yeah, I can't. So people say they see him. I don't see him. Conrad say he can't see me. I can't see him. Oh, Conrad just fucked me. No, people, I'm serious. I can't see it. I can't see. I see Conrad typing. I see Devon typing. I see J. Ross. I see Damar. I see Michael. I see David J. Nitro. I can't see him, which is good. So maybe I should just move on and ignore it because I can't see it anyway. I think I turned off my ability to. I think I turn off rudeness when I have a chance. I did turn off that rudeness. But let's hope people that look. If there's anything in the squad which we should talk about after tomorrow, then I will probably have a show tomorrow. If so, Aaron says less than 5% of all footballers in the UK will get on any national team. It's time to me. Yeah, amen. They all will aspire to play for England, like all the kids in Jamaica want to play for Jamaica, right? It's the same concept. They're born in Jamaica. Here's the thing, people. Suppose there was a kid of Chinese descent, or of Panamanian descent, of Trinidadian descent, and they're born in Jamaica. Would you okay if they go play for China or Trinidad or Panama, or would you want to play for Jamaica? That's the same thing with the kids who are born in diaspora. Now, in fact, if they decide to go play for those countries, you guys would lose your mind. A lot of you. A lot of you lose your mind, right? A lot of you lose your mind. So people should understand that kids aspire to play for countries they're born in, unless they're Moroccan. So I'm going to put Moroccan in there. But the Moroccans get recruited. By now they would have picked it, but I think the coach is waiting to find out about certain players. Because we got to remember, some players, you know what I think they did actually? You know what? In hindsight, JFF is a smart move. It's a smart move at JFF. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it and it's hit me. It's a smart move. It's a smart move. So here is a smart move. In a sense, even though I may have done it differently. There are so many injured players and so many players without team. And we are so impatient, needing to get inside in terms of who may be available. They give us something to hold on to. And then they would have finalized with the players who are available for the window before providing those names, is what I would think about it. So if they came up with nothing, and some countries do, we probably would be perturbed and upset. I'm not sure if you confuse it more than add. Hey, Colin Quest, thanks a lot for the super chat. Colin Quest, boy, hey, Colin Quest, if I you alone, I do well up on YouTube, I wouldn't be in the red, boy. Any player who has no valid reason not to play, we should move on to the next players. Bailey K should only be called if we don't have any. He's unprofessional. I don't agree with you, Colin Quest. You and I can disagree, but thanks for the super chat. You're going to disagree. I think there was more to the Katamari situation than meets the eye. I think the kid is 18 years old when he made his decision. He's a baby at 18. Think about when you were 18. You should be getting the benefit of the doubt. And I hear people on other channels beating him. I don't agree with that. So, Colin, I appreciate the super chat, but you and I disagree. I think the kid made a choice. He had a choice. So if England called him and Jamaica called him and chose England, and he chose Jamaica, how would England feel? It goes either way. Right? At least he's not winning for England. He's probably, about 20 now? At least he's not winning for England. Like Omari Hutchinson, for example, who has been playing well and did really well at the under-21 that they won. So I think we got to keep playing the benefit of the doubt. No, we don't. If you guys are going to beat those kids, then please, I want to see all you beat all those athletes who transfer to Turkey. We know why you're nothing but them to feed themselves. any one of you beat those kids, go beat all the athletes who go transfer to Turkey, who change religion to Turkey. Go beat all of them. Beat them. Because them move for the money. Please be fair. Please be equitable. Please don't be hypocritical. Go beat all the athletes who transfer to Turkey. Because them abandon Jamaica. And some of them are medal contenders. When they win them triple jump and long jump, it goes to Turkey, not Jamaica, at the World Championship. I would think by now, if the allegiance get changed, go beat them. At this kind of Marty, he still have to play for Jamaica because he didn't get capped by England at the senior level. Right? Conrad said, Cranky, look at his value now, those kids. What do you mean, Conrad? I don't know what Kadamada's value is. What I would say is, I think we have to give the players the benefit of the doubt, right? Players have to make this difficult decision. I know as Jamaicans, we think that we rule the earth and we run things and we're the best things in sliced bread. But at the same time, we have to understand players have to make decisions in their own best interest. They throw us a bone, Cranky. In terms of what, Dre? Throw us a bone in terms of what, Dre? If y'all want to know who Ravel, get to know him first. The lad just wants to play football and he's the happiest when he's playing for Jamaica. Yeah, but Ravel, need to how'd I put it? Ravel has to, Ravel, if you want to play for Jamaica, build a relationship with the advisor. I'm gonna call it the fixer. If you want to play for Jamaica, you have to build a relationship with the advisor. The advisor can't run things. The advisor run things. Don't be the coach, because the coach ain't gonna work. You're the coach of part of the event. If you get playing time, you know your tempo will get the better of you. Oh, the watch list. Okay. It throws a bone. no, Dre, here's the thing, Jay, though. If they didn't give us a bone, Dre, what would we do? We'd be like, when the list coming out? When the list coming out? I think this list probably does a number of things. The list probably gives some players hope to say, you know what, I'm in consideration. The list probably say, you know what, I don't know who's going to be available, who may still be injured, who may not have a team, who may just get a team, and are they available? So they want to create a situation where players think they're not being called and they're being called. So there could be a lot of reasons why they put the list out. I think there's probably a lot of reasons why they put it out. Because I know they know how critical we are, and that we're going to be deciphering every element of it and critiquing every aspect of it and saying who should be there, not there. So I'm sure they thought about it. Hey, Colin. Colin? Why, Colin? All right, Ted. From the biggest month so far. Colin, thanks again for the super chat. People. So, Colin, I support the show. Follow Colin. I have a question. Should I start a what do you call the thing where you give $2 $1.99 a month? Forget what it is, whatever you call it. See other people I haven't thought about it, but I probably should look into that actually. What is the point of the list? There must be a reason why they put the list out, Henry. There's a reason. It could be that they want us to show that they are very thoughtful in terms of remember we always criticize them in terms of here's another thing, people. We always criticize in terms of the volume of players, right? Alex Reed, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it, sir. We always criticize, and Colin Quest, who gave twice tonight, big numbers, thank you, Colin. We always criticize the fact that some players in some part of the world have been considered. Norman Campbell not considered. Trevor Stewart not considered. The list tell us they are considered, right? So they don't have to explain it anymore. So if they don't get called, they can say, well, they were considered, we just picked the best 23. Yeah, Henry, but I'm not sure they probably told all of them that, you're on the list, and if we don't call you back, that means you're not under 23. Who knows how they do it? But I think part of it is the fans are now told who's being considered. So fans can say Norman Campbell wasn't thought about. Fans can say Ian Frey wasn't talked about. Fans can say Trevor Stewart wasn't thought about. And he's playing in Israel and he's playing well, or Campbell is starting every week. They're all there. All 19 forwards and the other few players we have. So now if they call 23, at least we know who they considered. So they have squashed that argument. They have squashed that perspective. We can no longer challenge or question or believe that they haven't considered certain players. They put everybody and their mom on the list. I'm not sure why they didn't put 60 versus 44, 45. Mr. Speed said he was going to send a list out, his brainchild. Yeah. Well, Rudolph is a smart man, right? We may have our problems with Rudolph, but he's a smart man. What's the rationale is, I don't know. Well, Nitro, I can't see what the person is saying, so I'm glad I can't. And then I'm going to respond because I can't help myself. So I'm glad I'm not able to see what he said. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. In fact, it's sad. All right, people, that's my website. Go sign up on my website, people. Go sign up, put your name up there so my numbers can increase on my website. A lot of good articles up there. I got articles about Speed as the advisor. I have article on LeBron. I have article on EPL. I have article on a ton of them about Trump. I have article on social media, a lot of articles. So go to the website, people. Drop it in the link. I have it in the chat and sign up for the website. Go in the right-hand corner. You see a little man type symbol. Click on it and sign up with your email. You ain't got to put your phone number in. Just put your email. Now, I know a lot of people are very perturbed, disturbed, upset about Ravel not being called up. I was also mentioned. It was also mentioned to me that this may not be the final list. So there'll be people here not being called up who are possibly going to be called up. So, but Ravel is not. The last time Ravel got on the list, I was told that last time Ravel got there, part of it was pressure from certain quarters, including YouTubers. So we don't have that influence anymore. That influence is out the door. We have utilized it in the wrong forum or the wrong timeline. That one time, that one opportunity we get to influence the team, we use it in the wrong. We use it at Gold Cup. We should use it now. Odell says he's a supporter of Casey Palmer. He doesn't want to see him. Yeah, there are a lot of people who are negative on Casey Palmer. Is that justified? I don't know. I think Casey didn't endear himself to some of the decisions he made when he played the last game. Bless up Warrior 777. He didn't endear himself, which is unfortunate, but hopefully he needs to redeem himself. I don't know what the story is with Casey, because I don't think he's a terrible player. I don't think he works hard enough. I don't think he works hard enough for the team. But then when Gray was here the last few times, I don't think Gray was working hard enough too. But I also didn't think Gray was fit. Now that he's gotten fit, it may be a different story. Let me see people in the chat, because I see you guys comment. I can't see that person coming. Here's what I realize in life, people. I'm going to close the stream down soon. Here's what I realize in life. The worst thing somebody can do is ignore you. Let me say this again. If you're with your significant other, for example, you and she have an argument, and you know this happened quite a bit, and she's not talking to you, that's the worst thing ever. Especially if you're not in the same household and you have to call and phone and get picked up. That's the worst thing ever. So if somebody's in the chat just being a nuisance like they normally are, just ignore them. No matter what they say, just ignore them. It's the worst feeling ever. Trust me. Just ignore them. I know it's very difficult because yours truly is a hypocrite when I say that, and I'm the first one to jump up. I want to respond. But I'm so glad I can't see what person's coming. But people try to ignore them. Life would be so much easier. Persons start making derogatory comments. They start being rude, obnoxious. They start being who they are. They show their true selves. Just ignore them. So whatever they type, I can't see them. And don't tell me what the person says. Because somebody called me today and told me that the same person was on other channels berating me. I don't even see this person. I don't think about them. I don't know them. Don't want to know them. Don't want to ever know them. And yet they're someplace berating me 24/7. Because I've been on channels in the background, hear them berating me. And I'm just like, hey, you don't matter, so I don't really care what you say. Michael Gordon, you guys are giving the whole thing life. Don't give them life. Don't give them life. I came to the person, but don't give them. You're giving it life. Give them life. The person's like that. They can't help themselves. They have a problem. They're mentally messed up. Just leave them alone. They can criticize me all they want to say what they want to say about me because I don't. We are here to have engagement, have discussion, socialize, have fun, get upset, get perturbed, come back, all on the same page. We all have the same objective. It's Jamaica's football, at least in this forum, talking about. Tomorrow going to be something else. But anyway, let me close the stream down because this person seems like he's annoying everybody. And, you know, I'm not closing it because of the person, actually, but I've been here for 2 hours. And I need to get up early tomorrow to get my videos finished. A couple of things. One is, please subscribe to my website, ssnnlive.com. Please go to my other channels. My other channel, which actually is now growing, is 500 subscribers and growing. Balanced Views, BALANCED, Views. And please sign up for it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and my 4,000 hours so I can monetize. That's the second channel. So my website on that channel. And then third, tomorrow I'm dropping a video on immigration. If you're married to get your if you're married and then not if you're married to get your papers, you know. If you're married and you're trying to file for naturalization, they have some changes that came out August 19th. We'll talk about those a little bit. The whole concept of anti-Americanism, which is a problem. So your social media need to be managed. But I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to drop a video tomorrow, hopefully in the evening, talk about this. But more importantly, on Saturday, 3:30 p.m., Lansley Blake, who is a pastor in this forum sometime, he and I can talk about the God question. Now, some of you are going to lose your mind because I know how you are. But come join me Saturday, 3:30. We're going to have a conversation. Questions you may have. Questions you may be afraid to ask. Come ask the question. I'm going to ask a bunch of them of the pastor. So come join us, all right? I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here. Please don't let certain people upset you. They are who they are. They can't help themselves. They go around just disturbing people. They're mentally challenged, so don't worry about them. All right, people? Have a wonderful evening. And look for that video tomorrow. And I'm going to drop the thumbnail for the Saturday event, hopefully by midday tomorrow too. All right? I'm going to discuss this. I'm not gonna belittle any book. I'm gonna discuss the question, the God question with Pastor. Yes, I'm gonna discuss the question. And Pastor went to religious school, so he should be a very informed party to have the dialogue, right? And Amy Henry told me I need to be more focused and more linear in my show. So I'm gonna try it one day, Amy Henry, and see if it works. I like to digress, go off on tangents, and come back. But you're saying I need to be very focused. If I was focused, my show's an hour. People like for me to have the engagement for more than an hour, but we'll see what happens. But Big Ed Boy, Galaxy, Odell, Conrad, A.M. Henry, everyone, Michael, Tycoon. And Tycoon, by the way, thanks. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. I know I had my little meltdown earlier. I do have my meltdowns. But you guys always forgive me, and I appreciate you for being that way. And please don't forget to go sign up for the other channel. I'm trying to get to a good place. So I can, A.M. Henry, if you can get me 466 subscribers, A.M. Henry, 476, I can then just talk football on this channel and track and field, or sports on this channel, and then talk everything else on my Balanced View channel. Right now, it ain't working. That's why I keep going back and forth. All right? Bless up, people. Peace out. Have a good evening. Cranky life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Cranky life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Cranky life, tell them. Cranky life, heed them. Cranky life, want them. Cranky life. From the course to the field, we'll never lose because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky life, tell them. Cranky life, heed them. Cranky life, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Cranky life, get to know the name because Cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky life, give me my cranky life. I want my cranky life. Must have my cranky life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat, and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Cranky life. Tell them, Cranky life. Heed them, Cranky life. Want them, Cranky life. If you're from England or a USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Live. Tune into Cranky Live. Like up Cranky Live. Subscribe to Cranky Live. Cranky Live coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Live sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Live. Me say fi tell them Cranky Life. Me say fi heed them Cranky Life. On them Cranky Life. Cranky Life will be around. Cranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them, want them, heed them. Want them, Cranky life. Cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Cranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed, want, heed them.